definitely like a fountain of youth. I can certainly say so, and I wish all doctors knew it.
Even though we're getting older, it doesn't mean, well, you got to, sit around and do nothing. There are a lot of things to do, and the band gives you so many opportunities.
There's a whole dynamic of doing things with other people and being part of that group that's doing something.
The aesthetics that involve, the thought process involved, the vocabulary, understanding the difference, the contrasts, high, low, those types of things, learning to play in tune, listening, the idea of being in a group and knowing your function is to play along with somebody, or playing a solo and studying a composer and understanding how that composer intended it. It's vital.
I can't quote statistics or anything, but I can certainly observe that people seem to gather strength from music. I mean, literal, physical strength.
It keeps you sharp both mentally and physically. I play the clarinet, and this thumb hurts occasionally, but by God, it doesn't hurt enough that I can't play and that it doesn't hurt. So it's like exercise, it's just a different form of exercise.
It makes you use your lungs to the maximum.
And have some fun while you're doing it.
And having fun while you're doing it. Because exercises are all boring. I don't care what kind of exercise you do.
And when you inhale, you're inhaling fast and your muscles are really working to bring that air in, so that you're doing a great job with your muscles and your lungs are getting squeezed out and filled. It's a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous way to improve your lung power. You improve your lung power, and boy, a lot of good things follow.
It keeps me in good physical shape because you're learning to breathe efficiently, taking deep breaths, and learning how that kind of breathing can help you relax and just make you feel good.
The more I play, the clearer my pulmonary system feels.
There's a very good friend of ours who has been playing the piano for years.
She was in an automobile accident and she lost these 3 fingers, so she just has the thumb and the stubs of these. So I was talking to her one day and she said, "Oh, Barbara, I really would like to be able to play." She said, "But look at this, I can't play the piano anymore." And I said, "You know what? You could play the trombone. All you need, these 2. And you can do it, because all you have to, you just want to slide that thing, and your other hand is in great shape." And she said, "I never thought of that."
And so she took up the trombone for about 6 months. Unbeknownst to us, this lady had had a breathing and a respiratory problem for the last 5 or 6 years, and her physician had been giving her exercises to do, and he checked her out every 6 months or so. And after she'd been playing this, he didn't know that she'd start playing the trombone. She came in for an examination, and he said, "Your lungs look great, the best they've looked in 10 years. What have you been doing differently?" She says, "I've been learning to play the trombone, and I have to breathe properly. Much of it is just like the exercises you gave me, but I didn't like doing them."
I would certainly give you Exhibit A here and Martha. I heard you playing things on that horn this morning, and I thought, gee, I had to stop and rest, and there was Martha, still playing.
Most everybody, as they get into their 70s and 80s, their muscles become flabby and they are weak. I used to have flab here. I don't have flab there anymore. And somebody said, "Oh, does it hurt, the big bump?" I said, "It's a muscle." They're sort of surprised because it's there. And it didn't used to be.
Now with the tests we have possible, you can see all parts of the brain lighting up because you have to hear, you have to pay attention to the conductor, you have to pay attention to the person next to you, you have to remember what you're supposed to do next, you have to look and see where your notes are. There's so much stimulation going on.
The more you challenge your mind and solve problems, the less chance there is for you to have Alzheimer's. if you look at some of the statistics and the writing on that, because you are forcing the brain to operate.
You put a new piece of music up in front of you, and you really got to think. Got to really think what it means. And so it keeps you sharp. It keeps you real sharp.
If you don't use it, it goes to pot. So use it, challenge it in a pleasant way. And it's hard to find the pleasant way. Music is the pleasant way to keep your brain going, I think.
But just totally relaxes you. And I come out of that and I can be smiling, I feel great. It's the best therapy in the world for me and for the others in the ensemble, because regardless of what's wrong, we get together and practice.
You can't tell somebody how they will physically feel better. Once they start to feel better, then they'll get it.
It's a real high point. It's for many reasons. I mean, it just brings me such joy.
People in their upper 80s and 90s who are, what can I say, doing everything. They're in classes, they're taking classes, they're teaching classes. You know, they're learning new instruments, they're learning new things, they're doing things. It's just amazing to me. I mean, it's something that I think should be out there for the world to see.
I will be 83. Certainly I'm raring to go still and feel strong, knock on wood.
I'm 78 years old, and I'm having an experience that I never had before, and that is playing in a band.
What difference does it make how old you are if you're going to have a wonderful time and it's good for you?
I am 85, so I've been playing for 75 years.
I've had several people who really brought me, they said, now this is down wrong. You couldn't have been born in 1918. Wasn't that funny? What was your real year you were born?
There's nothing to describe the elation and the feeling of accomplishment when you're ready to perform. And let's face it, there's a little bit of that in all of us. We like to perform.